So you've poured all that time, all that energy into creating something you just know is amazing. But how do you actually get it out there and turn it into a real success? Well, that's exactly what we're doing today. We are unlocking the blueprint for a flawless product launch.
Okay, so you've done it, it looks great, the features are genius, everything works perfectly. You've built what you think is the perfect product. But here's the question. Is that really the end of the story?
Look, the hard truth is, building a fantastic product, that's only half the battle. Seriously, without a smart, strategic launch, even the most incredible invention can just fizzle out and fail to make any impact at all. Think of your launch as the bridge. It's the thing that connects your brilliant idea, which has been living in your head and on your computer, to actual real-world impact. It's the moment your product steps out onto the world stage. And, getting that moment right, that's everything. So, what even is a product launch really? It's definitely not just a single go live button. It's a whole coordinated process. It's like an orchestra, right? You've got marketing, sales, customer support, everyone playing in perfect harmony to get your product seen and, more importantly, actually used by customers. And the goals here go way beyond just making a couple of sales. A great launch creates buzz. It teaches your audience why they absolutely need your product. It brings in that crucial early feedback, and it carves out your spot in what's probably a pretty crowded market. All right, so here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to walk through the whole blueprint. We'll start with why it matters, then cover the three main phases: the blueprint, the main event, and the long game. And we'll wrap up by looking at what really separates a huge success from a total flop. Okay, let's dive in. First up is phase one, the blueprint. This is the pre-launch stage, and honestly, this is where most of the magic really happens. If you get this part right, you are building an unshakable foundation for everything else. And that planning, it all starts with research. I mean, you have to know exactly who you're selling to, what specific problems you're solving for them, and who else is out there trying to do the same thing. This isn't just busy work. It's about making sure your product actually has a home in the market. All of that deep research has to get boiled down into one single, powerful sentence: your value proposition. Look at this one. It's so good, right? It's not about features, it's all about benefits. It tells you exactly who it's for, what problem it solves, and the amazing result. This message becomes the beating heart of your entire launch. With that core message locked in, you can build the formal plan. This is your roadmap. You need crystal clear goals, a detailed timeline, a realistic budget, and this one's super important, a backup plan for when things, inevitably go a little sideways. Okay, blueprint in hand, it's time for phase two, the main event. This is where all that careful planning explodes into action. And executing with precision here is absolutely key. So, how are you going to reach your people? The options are huge, and you're not going to use all of them, of course. The real goal is to create a smart mix of channels. Maybe some social media, some great content, a bit of PR to get the most reach and engagement you possibly can. And this chart shows you exactly what that mix could look like. See, it's a balancing act. In this case, digital ads are taking the lead for that immediate reach, but it's backed up by content marketing to educate people and PR to build credibility. Your mix is going to look different, totally unique to your product and your audience. Another massive decision is pricing. What's the play? Are you going to go in with a low price to grab as much market share as you can right away? That's called penetration pricing. Or are you going to start high to target those super eager early adopters who will pay a premium? That's skimming. Both strategies have huge implications for how your launch plays out. All right, the launch is done. Congratulations. But you knew this was coming. The work is far from over. Now we are entering phase three, the long game. And this is all about turning that initial splash you made into a sustained wave of growth. To keep growing, you have to be constantly evaluating. You should be checking your key numbers almost immediately, sales and engagement in that first week, customer feedback by the first month, and then a full-on marketing review within the first quarter. This is how you learn, adapt, and get better. And to keep that fire burning, you gotta stay active. Regular updates show you're still invested. Ongoing marketing campaigns keep your product top of mind. And building a community, that turns your first customers into your most passionate, most powerful advocates. Okay, we've gone through the how, but let's wrap this up with the why.
Why is it that some launches just soar while others sink without a trace? Let's break down the deciding factors between a huge success and a total failure.
Here's the thing. Most launch failures come from totally avoidable mistakes. Launching a buggy product, ignoring all that research you did, having a confusing message, being totally unprepared for customer questions. These are the classic traps that a solid blueprint will help you completely sidestep.
And maybe the most important thing to take away from all of this is that a launch is a team sport. It absolutely requires seamless, constant collaboration between your product team, your marketing team, sales, support, everyone. When everybody is aligned and talking to each other, you become a truly unstoppable force.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Your amazing product is built, it's ready to go. But is your blueprint? Because having that plan, well, that's what will make all the difference.